Hi, everybody. Welcome to Tea Time with Amy and Bev. We're back again.
So how is everything going?
Well, I just want you to know, you probably don't realize this because I don't very often share it. We have over 360 videos out there over this past 6 years.
Wow.
I know, doesn't even seem like it.
No.
And when we started this in 2020, and so even when people talk about 2020, it's like, oh my gosh, that was literally like 6 years ago. And it seems almost like it was yesterday to me. It doesn't seem like it's been that long. And this is how long you and I have been hanging out together, doing these videos and having these conversations for ourselves, mainly, just saying. This is our therapy session that we share with everybody else. So I want to say I appreciate all the people over the years who have come and gone and are still with us, that have watched our content. Hopefully you're finding things that are working for you through our conversations. And we're just cheering you on with wherever you are in life and with yourself. And just know that you're okay. No matter where you're at, what you're doing, you're okay. And you can do something different. So
Love it. It's true. You don't have to be the old dog that can't learn new tricks because there's no
right.
such thing as an old dog that can't learn new tricks. They all can learn tricks.
Yes.
Doesn't matter the stage, and so can we. Because we're a constantly evolving being. There is no other way.
Yeah. And it's a stay the same. And if it's uncomfortable, that's on you. If you realize it's uncomfortable and you want something different, that's also on you. So, good news, bad news. It's your responsibility. So,
Yeah, I was gonna say good news because it's in your power, and bad news is you can't blame anybody else for it
that's
because you do,
right.
you're giving away your power and you're not living, you're still not happy.
That's
You're
right.
not
So,
living life.
thank you for defining that because I was pausing for people to catch on, like,
Oh,
which was great. No, it was great that you brought that in because that's where I was going, and it's true. Like, it's my responsibility on how I feel. And when we lean into the idea that our parents are supposed to love us, our friends are supposed to love us, our lovers are supposed to love us, and when they don't, then what? Or if they're no longer there, then what? If they decide to go in a different direction and not be around you, then what? Right? We try to find somebody else to fill that role. And ultimately, uh, we just had this conversation in our last video that having the relationship, so n not even leaning into the last conversation of love, but leaning into the conversation of having a relationship with you. So you have a lot of people have their best friend, right? And that's their go-to person. What if that person's not there anymore? In any circumstance, in any moment, at any time, that person may no longer be here on this planet. And then what? So, who is your best friend? Who is ultimately, let me put it that way, who is or what is ultimately your best friend? And it's you and your body. It's you and you. Because my body cannot be taken away from me while my spirit is occupying it. This is my body, this is my relationship with me, and this is my best friend. And then how do you treat your best friend? So even outwardly external best friend. So Bev's my best friend. How do I talk to her? How do I treat her? Do I nurture her when she's upset? Do I express compassion to her? Do I love on her? How do I treat my external best friend? And then the question is, right? Why aren't you doing that for yourself? Why aren't you treating yourself with compassion and kindness and love? And why aren't you being mindful of what you're consuming, whether it's liquids, foods, music, programs, TV shows, movies? What is the relationship with your best friend, which is your body? How are you when you look in the mirror, if you even look in the mirror past your outfit, but when you look in the mirror, do you pick yourself apart? Do you point out all your flaws? Do you focus on how much you're aging and the wrinkles are showing up? Or do you, comment and focus on your muffin top and your bulges and your varicose veins and right? Are you pointing out all your flaws? Or the opposite, right, is are you amazed? I'm amazed at how our bodies show up every single day. Every single day. My eyes open, I can see, I can hear my alarm go off. Like every single day, my body shows up for me through all of these years. And it's like the unconditional love of a dog that no matter how you treat it, it keeps showing up. It keeps wanting to love on you. It keeps wanting to have your attention. And our body does, it's the same. Like it just shows up every day and then we treat it like shit. Well, ultimately, you're treating yourself like shit. And then you wonder why people outwardly are treating you like shit because like attracts like, and you're going to attract what it is you're doing within yourself. And then you get all butthurt because people are treating you like that. But ultimately, they're just picking up the messages that you are doing for yourself and they're picking up on that and then they're treating you like that. But oh, by the way, that's not okay. Somebody else can't do it, but I can do it to myself. So anyway, that conversation what I just said could go in so many different directions. So whatever you have to add to that, take it away.
Because we're teaching people how to teach how we want to be treated, not even realizing that we're showing people this is how you show love to me, because this is how I show love to myself or don't show love to myself. And then it's totally reflected outside of self every time.
Right.
And it's not anybody else's job but our own personal job, because it's not, otherwise I'm giving my power away to somebody else and saying that, hey, figure out how to make me happy because I can't do it. Well, they got to figure out how to make themselves happy. It's not a matter of making me happy. It's a matter of each of, and it's not an egoic thing either. It's not a self-centered thing. You got to realize you matter. Otherwise, you're not able to give fully to others, not from a space of love, not from a whole space of love. Otherwise, you're depleting self. And so it's really just taking the time to, back to the same things we've talked about before, is taking the breath, noticing how I'm feeling. How am I treating myself right this moment? How you talked about it, I think, just recently, talking to yourself like you're the 2 year old. So that, I mean, that is your 2 year old self. How are you going to talk to your 2 year old self? Buck it up, Buttercup, or suck it up, Buttercup. However the saying, buck it up, suck it up, Buttercup. No, it's like you can guide them just like I can guide myself. I guide myself. I talk to Nikki all the time. That's my younger version of myself because that was my nickname as a child. And I will talk to Nikki and I will check in with her. I've had lots of moments, even lots of opportunities. We'll call them opportunities lately for me to reflect on how am I showing up and why am I responding that way. Gosh, there was something even recently, and I haven't been talking about a lot of stuff, but kids have gotten new vehicles and now they're talking about me meeting them somewhere else so they can't come out to my house. And it's like my victim, my child self came out and it's like, oh, great. Now it's more excuses of why you're not coming out and hanging out at my house. I mean, the road might be a little bit bumpy to get out to my house, but hey, I'm out in a space that is quiet. It's calm. There's peace. There's not a lot of energy being put out by Wi-Fi's and all the other stuff. And I got pretty butthurt about it. And then we were talking about it at home. And it's like, I didn't say anything to the kids because this is for my process. I can't blame them because otherwise I'm giving away my power. I felt upset and I felt hurt. Recognizing that, it was like I'm letting myself. It's okay, letting myself know it's okay for me to feel these things. It's okay. It's not okay for me to sit in the space forever. It's not okay from my perspective. It's not okay for me to sit and blame someone else for the way that I'm feeling right now. It's easy to say, "Hey, you're making me feel this way." but I also know where they're coming from their space too. And so it was a process for me to kind of work through these things. And I have to, because why? Because I love these people. Because I don't want to make them feel like shit. What has it ever made you, or how has it ever made a person feel better by bringing the other person down to the energy that you're at right now? It doesn't make anybody feel better. The outcome doesn't feel good. You feel like shit. That's where the apology. Oh, I probably should apologize for that. And you might sit and mull it over for a few days or a few years or whatever. It's an unnecessary process. It was processes that we learned from somebody else because that's how they did it. Because why? Because we were telepathic and we picked up how our parents were feeling, how our caretakers were feeling, how what was the energy of the people that were around us. We picked up on that and learned how to navigate with their tools. Well, I'm taking all those tools and putting them back at the store. I no longer need them. They can have them. I'm learning new tools to replace those because why? I want to be happy. What is my goal? I want to be happy. I want to be happy. I want to feel love all the time. And I know that I can. And the only way that I can do that is by making the choice. That is my choice to make that decision that that is the goal. That is my ultimate. That is where my attention's going to go. Period. But I have to make these choices. I have to. It's not up to somebody else. And thank God, because somebody else doesn't have a freaking clue about what I really want or need. They don't. And how many times did we not even know what we wanted or what we needed? But we wanted someone else to be able to come in and figure it out for us. It reminds me of being a kid. Mom, I'm bored. And I hear my granddaughter say it all the time. I'm bored. Oh, I'm like looking around outside. How could you possibly be bored? Look at the mountains over there. Have you seen any critters? Did you see any birds? Like, how can you be bored with that? And then we start talking about different things and she's not bored anymore. But just giving her guidance, like, how can you be bored? You're not bored. You're just expecting someone to entertain you all the time because that's what you've learned. It's not up to someone else to entertain you all the time. It's up to, otherwise, we're giving our power away again. It's up to us. It's up to us to stand in our power and figure out what do I like? What do I want?
And it's thinking about them not wanting to come to your house and then you're getting triggered over it is there's a million reasons why that's happening,
Oh, yes.
right? One, we already know, gives you opportunity to process. Why am I getting upset about this? Two, when we're in that space of okay, they can make their own choices and I get to make my own choices. And if this is how it's working out, then I can choose not to go into town. I can choose to stay at my house. I can choose to go hike that
Yes.
mountain, right? It's okay. It's their choice as well, just like me. And I can sit and be upset about this, or I can not be bored. I can figure out something to entertain myself and fill my day and fill me up. Maybe this is an opportunity for me to spend time with me. Maybe this is an opportunity that's keeping me from getting into an accident or something. Like, we don't even know. We don't even know. It's how are we going to respond to that experience? And I'm still learning that as well. I still have to remind myself there's a reason, there's a reason, there's a reason. It's okay, it's okay. It's like I have to really be in the moment of my thoughts. Because I caught myself the other day starting to go down a uncomfortable rabbit hole. I was like, no, I'm making shit up. Don't start, don't go. Like I had to give myself and I was driving and I'm like, no, this is not the path I'm taking. Right? And I'm just like, ah, and redirecting my thoughts that it's just gonna be an amazing day and it's okay whatever they choose to do and it's okay whatever I choose to do and it's this is where we're at and I'm gonna be okay with it because ultimately it's my choice of how I want to feel. And again, knowing that every opportunity of the day gives us a choice, an opportunity to make the choice and decision to feel good, to be happy, to feel loved, to feel accepted. And we just come back to when you have that for yourself, then the external. the people and the external part of you, um, it it's a bonus. I call it a bonus. If they say they love me, if I'm feeling accepted by them, if I'm feeling included by them, if whatever uplifting feeling that I get from other people, I just call that a bonus because if I'm already doing it for myself, I'm not depending on anybody else to do it for me. But if somebody shows up and I embrace that emotion that I am receiving from them, then it's a, oh, this is exciting and this is a bonus, and I'm excited that I get to spend it with them. And then when they're not there, when they leave, when we're depart each other. They go about their day, I go about my day. I can still take that with me and still stay in the relishing of the emotion and continue to fill my own cup up, not depending on the next person to do that. There's not a lull. It's not like, oh, I was so happy and excited and fun. It was so joyful to be with Bev, and now we go on our own path for the day, and then I dip down and be like, well, now what? I'm bored. Now what am I gonna do? Oh, I'll call so and so because when I'm with them, I feel really good. So I call them and talk, right? Now I'm back up. And then when that conversation's over, then what? Now I'm back down. Like you're on this roller coaster of emotion because you're not spending the time to fill yourself up.
Yeah. And it, just like you said, I haven't heard that being referred to as a bonus. And it's like, if we look at it that way, well, of course, you're stepping into gratitude, but you're recognizing we get bonuses all the time. And my bonus today is because my energy shifted and I was more open to receiving more information, or I was open to receiving more solutions, more guidance. That's where you stepped into place. It's not for me to be reliant upon that, but it's for me to be thankful in that moment that you shared all the things that you shared of a different perspective that I could look at this thing for, the situation. And that just what everything that you said was such, I'm sitting here thinking, this is why it's so important to have the conversations. Well, it's not important about having the conversation so much as paying attention to your energy, stepping into your love, where you're able to receive more solutions, more answers, because you're open, you've surrendered, and you're allowing information to come to you that was always there. And now it'll come to you from us during our conversation. It'll come to you from another video, from a license plate, from a child that, from across the room stares at you, is like looking at you and smiling and only at you. It's all those bonuses. Like you said, they're bonuses. And that's an awesome perspective. I love that. I get bonuses all the time.
Yeah,
But how often do we sit and celebrate those bonuses? And that's the whole thing. Celebrate those bonuses. I'm going to celebrate this bonus all day long.
there you go. When I get an opportunity to be home with me, I'm like, yes. And it's like because I get to spend time with me and I get to do some things and be creative in the way I'm creative. And that's exciting to me. And I find myself more and more, my husband's out gallivanting around, interacting with people, and he's like, oh, so and so's having a barbecue. I'm like, I have to go out and people with these
I've people all week.
I peopled all week. I want to stay home in my pajamas and be creative. Uh,
Yeah.
but yes, and those celebrations are in a compliment. Somebody gives you a compliment. It's just say thank you. Man, somebody sees something good in you or says something good about you, and we want to deflect it a lot of times and say, oh, you didn't need to say that, or oh, you didn't have to. No, you say thank you because they are an external reflection of you, and they're praising you and they're celebrating you. And it's like, take the time to celebrate yourself, like Bev was saying. How often do we celebrate ourselves? So we're gonna have to wrap this up because I have another engagement that I'm excited about. And so, do you have any final words about our conversation today?
I'll just remind people to celebrate themselves. Be the person looking in your mirror. We're all one person. We're all one. And so when someone's giving you a compliment, it's you giving yourself a compliment. Allow yourself to receive because it's allowing receiving and giving.
Yep. And just real quick, one of the things I'll do periodically is I just stand and I look in the mirror and I'll actually get super close to the mirror. So I'm um, focused on my eyes. And I will just say, you know what? I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of how far you've come and where you are today and where you were is such a huge change and difference. And it's important, I will remind myself, it's important that we celebrate where we are, and it's important that we remain in that expression of gratitude for where we are and grateful for all that we have now and be excited about where we're going. And I say we because it's my spirit I'm speaking to and it's this body. So I say we, where we are going, because we are in this together. And when I say that, as I just said it outwardly, is um, when I say we, if I'm speaking to my spirit and I'm speaking to my body, and as Bev said, we're all one, then we means collectively. We are doing so much better than we were. I don't,
Who's
when I'm yeah, and you know when I was saying it to myself in the mirror, I'm speaking we as me and my body and my spirit and this human experience that I'm having. But when we use the term we are collectively, collective consciously speaking of all. So that was just a realization I just had just saying all this right now. So
I
this
love
is
it.
also the benefit of when Bev and I come together. We say these things outwardly, and we're like, wait, hold on, there's a message in here somewhere, and I need to sift this out. So that's exactly what I just did. Organic conversations is what Bev and I have. We never pre-plan what we're going to talk about. Sometimes before I hit record, we're just like, I ain't got a clue. Don't know where this is gonna go today. But we usually end up having some great conversations and pulls things out of us that we did not even know was in there. And so for that, I'm grateful for you, Bev, for taking the time over these past 6 years to do this on a regular basis and then being able to share this outwardly for others. Maybe it's the guidance you're looking for. Maybe you think of somebody else when you're listening to these videos or the content and just share, be resourceful and share it. We are Amy and Bev community. That's our connection and on social. But you can find us on many platforms. We're on Facebook, Instagram, Spotify, TikTok, Spreaker, Podcast Addict, and YouTube. So many platforms where you can find us and share us and comment. And we encourage the interaction. So if there's anything you'd like to share with us, we'd love to hear it. So, all right, friends, any other words?
Nope. Love yourself.
Love
I
your
said nope.
stuff.
All right.
I love me. So you just walk around and sing that all day. I love
Yeah.
me. Sing it in different dialects and different tones and different, make it fun. Uh,
Yes.
all right, friends. Thanks for hanging out with us. Tea time with Amy and Bev, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.